Hey gang, back with another video for you today. Today I wanted to do something a little different, so I took the camera outside and figured I'd shoot this video out in public. So recently I got a comment on one of my videos that said that the comment was accusing me of buying subscribers, supposedly because my videos do not get enough views, and so because they don't get enough views, I am being accused of buying subscribers on this channel, and that is the only way I have the amount of subscribers on this channel. So I want to discuss this with you, also bring up a couple of other things, so stick around. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. So yes, this is a comment that I received several weeks ago. I've been planning this video for a while, and I did not have a chance to do it. I'm in a little garden here in San Francisco. It's very green, and we have a lot of green spaces. So, and I thought, let's take the video here out there. I was hoping the weather would be a little better as well, but unfortunately it is what it is. But yes, I did receive a comment recently that said that I am buying subscribers. So I'm buying subscribers supposedly because there's no way in hell that my channel would have this many subscribers if my videos only get 1,000 or less views. So I thought, wow, okay, really? Do you really want to accuse me of something that is not true? Because first off, I want to say, if you don't know this already, I live in San Francisco, California. I live near where YouTube and Google is. I have friends that work for YouTube and Google. So I've heard the horror stories of people doing these kind of things, and I personally would never, ever in a million years think about buying subscribers. Never. I never thought about it. And so that is something you don't have to worry about, because I would never personally buy subscribers. The reason why I know I wouldn't do this is because, first of all, I'm an honest person. I don't do things like that. And second of all, my friends have told me some of the problems that people that do buy subscribers have encountered. First of all, I have monetized this channel. I really can hope to continue to have this channel monetized. So some of the friends that I work, they work for not only Google and YouTube, but also for AdSense. They have mentioned in the past that if anybody is doing any kind of, like, you know, not necessarily illegal, but just things that don't go against YouTube's rules, then they will probably, what do? They will probably remove you from their AdSense program. So I monetize my videos. I spend a lot of money on doing videos, not only buying the best equipment, but also buying a lot of the fragrances. So I want to make at least a little money, whatever little money I make on these videos. So you don't have to worry about it from me. I personally would never even think about buying subscribers. It is not what I believe in, and I believe in a growth that is normal and natural and steady growth, rather than one that just fake. I mean, it's like, you don't want to just go buy subscribers that are like not even watching videos. So that is the honest truth, and I would never ever do such a thing, and you can trust me that I will never do that. So then you go, well, why do you have 1,000 views or less per video? Well, that's not necessarily true. Not all my videos have 1,000 views or less. They have various different amounts. Like the lists I do have thousands and thousands and thousands of views. But sometimes some of the videos I do are actually probably 90%, 85 to 90% of the videos I do are very, very, very little known brands. So when people are searching for YouTube reviews for fragrances, they're usually searching for the big designers. And do you actually see a lot of designer reviews on this channel? I mean, I personally focus on niche, then indie, then designer. Although I think designer and indie are pretty equal. I focus on both equally, but the majority of my videos are about niche fragrances. So, well, there you go. I mean, people are not searching for a lot of niche fragrance reviews. Most of them are looking for the latest flanker of Mugler, or what did Dior come out with next, or Yves Saint Laurent, and a lot of also people are searching for those clones, and I personally have declined to do any clones, and I'm specifically focusing on those brands that are doing nothing but clones. Now, I might do a fragrance review of a fragrance that might be a clone or perhaps come off like a clone, but it's from a brand that's not known for doing clones. So if you see one, don't accuse me of doing a review for a clone, because I'm strictly staying away from brands that all they do is fragrances that are clones of other well-known fragrances. I do not do reviews of those type of fragrances on this channel. So if that's what you are into, then perhaps this is not your channel. And that's why I think my videos do not get as much views compared to other channels who continuously, do nothing but back-to-back designer videos, designer reviews, and then also clones. And if you go through my channel, I have removed most, I think probably all videos that are from specifically brands that focus on clones. So that is probably why you're also seeing not so many views of my fragrance videos. Like I said, I do have videos that do get lots and lots of views, but this channel is about the support of niche fragrance brands. That is what I enjoy, that is what I like, and that is what I'll continue to focus on. And I'll have an obscure brand that no one's ever heard of that will probably get 300, 400, 500 views, and that's pretty much it. I'm fine with that, but please don't come to my channel and accuse me of buying subscribers when it's not fucking true. All right, a couple of other things. Well, actually a lot of other things. I have had a following since 2012. This channel is a channel from 2015. I was on YouTube doing fragrance reviews since 2012. So when the previous channel, Man Loves Cologne, went down, I started another channel months after it went down in 2015, early 2015. I think it was around April. So the people that were already subscribed to me were all in the Facebook group that I run. A lot of them, not everyone, but some weren't. So they all knew I had a channel. So they all came back once they found out that I have another channel. So to come off and write a comment accusing me of buying subscribers is just ridiculous. I mean, I've heard of other YouTubers, fragrance reviewers being accused of buying subscribers, but really? I mean, my numbers, all they show is up. There's no declines, whereas another YouTuber recently was accused of buying subscribers, and from what I remember, I mean, I don't know the details of it, and I don't know what the outcome of it was, but I don't think people really want to buy subscribers. It is not correct. It is not right, and I, as I said, will never do that. But going back to the previous channel I had a following from the previous channel. So everything that I had was built from Instagram. I've been running Instagram since 2014, and I have a following there. And everyone there found out that there was a new channel, so people came back. So if you're saying that I am buying subscribers, you're saying something that is very, very not true. Some of you have been following me since the Man Loves Cologne channel, and some of you are new, but I've grown this channel now to about 19,000 subscribers since June of 2015, and it's gonna only continue build up. I'm cranking out 5 videos a week, sometimes 6, and it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. And as I said, I will strictly focus on niche, but you will see designer fragrance reviews within the channel. You will see indie niche brands fragrance reviews. You will see all of it, but the majority of them will be definitely niche fragrance reviews. The other thing I want to say is I am not collabing a lot. As you can see, when I have guests on my channel, they don't have YouTube channels. They're not going back and forth with me. And I don't usually collab a lot with a lot of other YouTubers. So there's a reason why I'm not getting the views. And you know what? I don't really even care to get the views. I mean, getting the views is awesome. It is awesome. And some of my videos do get those views. But when you strictly focus on small niche or indie brands, that makes total sense to not have the views. I mean, come on, really? I'm not reviewing the most hyped fragrances in the community, and I kind of don't want to do that. I mean, once in a while I will do that, but I won't. But the other thing is, as I said, the collabs. I don't do a lot of collabs, and any guests that I have on my channel recently have been guests that do not have YouTube channels, whereas they're not cross-promoting me as I am promoting them. But I continue to not do a lot of collaborations. So that's just the way I feel. But you never know. You might see me doing some future collabs. But at this time, not really. I'm not here to be a star. I'm not doing YouTube reviews to be a star. Other reviewers, I mean, I'm not gonna name names here. I mean, you probably know some, but some reviewers just come off like they're some celebrities, like Perfume's gift to the world, like the god of perfume or something. I'm personally not acting like that. My focus is helping the brands, and me highlighting brands, and me highlighting new fragrances to you guys, ones that you wouldn't know about, running giveaways so that there would be more participation, views of videos, because without those giveaways, some people will not even click on the videos because they wouldn't even know the name of the brand. So they're like, okay, well, I don't know this brand, I'm not gonna click on it. But that's why I bring a lot of giveaways with my videos, so that you might have an interest and you might discover something new, and then you'll discover something new and it'll end up being one of your favorite fragrances, and you'll be like, wow, I discovered this fragrance on blah blah channel, if that makes sense. So I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I don't want to be a celebrity. I mean, maybe down the line, I don't know, will I get to the 100,000 mark? I'm nearing the 20,000 subscriber mark, but will I be at the 100,000 mark? You never know. This is all possible, but at this time we're nearing the 20,000 and it'll kind of be around that mark. But the channel is growing, and I continue to put videos out and discuss things with you guys, and do some interesting videos, do some interesting and creative lists, and I'll also talk to some brands and talk to some perfumers, and have you discover how some of the fragrances are done or created and so forth. And I just want to make the channel as creative and unique as possible, rather than just fragrance reviews continuously, which I love doing. Don't get me wrong, I love doing fragrance reviews and I love doing the lists, but I also want to make sure that you get enough of a balance of other creative and unique things, like perfumer interviews and visits to perfumers and shops and perfumeries and things like that. So stay tuned for a lot of unique things to come up on the channel. Hyping the next brand. So once in a while, I do like to hype a fragrance that I really, really love, and occasionally I find a really, really great fragrance. Like recently I shot a review for Ormond Jane's Tolu, which I absolutely love. I think it's one of the best fragrances that I've smelled. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's an older fragrance. It's been around since 2002. It's a woody, resinous, balsamic amber, sort of kind of in the ballpark of something like Grand Soir from Maison Francis Crick. If you like that, you should definitely check out Tolu. That is an absolutely fantastic fragrance. I love that fragrance. So I would love to hype fragrances like that, but I don't want to go and hype something that is just mediocre. It's not me to do that, and I don't want to do that. But if there's something really, really awesome like Tolu, I will continue to do the hyping. It's definitely one I enjoy doing, but I don't want to hype fragrances that are not hypeable, if that makes sense, not worthy of a hype. The topic of subjectivity keeps coming up, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that as well. If you don't know this already, I work in the music industry. I work in music legal mostly, but a lot of creative also regarding music. Music is very, very subjective. Music is something that I might like and you might not like, because I really enjoy electronic music. I really enjoy all forms of electronic music, but you might be like, whoa, can't stand electronic music. So same thing with fragrances. It's all very, very subjective. I might like something you might not like. I love ambers, you might not like it. I love patchouli, you might not like it. You like citruses, I might not like it. although I love citruses. I don't hate too many things. There are things that I hate, but there's great fragrances out there, lots of great fragrances, but not all of them are, wow, that is an amazing fragrance, if that makes sense. So subjectivity is definitely existing here in fragrances, and when I do a review and I like brag about it, how great it is, how wonderful it is, how awesome it smells, please do go test it out, because we have different tastes, just like music, as I said, and also movies, and also food, you know, all different things. It's all very, very subjective. So my tastes are going to be completely different than yours, and vice versa. And I always indicate this in my videos. When I review a fragrance and I brag about it, or any fragrance, just make sure to go test the fragrance, because something I like you might not like. Everybody has tastes. We might have similar tastes, but once in a blue moon I might like something that's completely off the wall, and you'd be like, what the heck is that? What the heck am I smelling, if that makes sense? So do test the fragrances that I'm reviewing prior. Buy some samples, buy some decants. Test them in the stores. Just don't be like, do a blind buy, unless you trust my taste, because some people tell me your taste is very similar to mine. Everything that I've bought has been great. So if you believe that, then definitely do a blind buy. But most of the time, I hope you are just buying some samples or decants so that you can test it prior. So a lot of my guests on this channel know a thing or two about fragrances, and I've been shy of using or bringing sexy girls on the channel, because I feel like if I bring somebody that doesn't know many fragrances, but all they know is how to look sexy or beautiful with big breasts and things like that, I feel like it's gonna kind of like diminish the value of this channel. So I've stayed away from bringing guests like that. But if you're interested, and if I can find somebody that knows a thing or two about fragrances and notes and yada yada, and is sexy and has big boobs, and you want to see her or them, then let me know, and I'll start working on finding some ladies that might match that profile, if that makes sense. But normally I tend to stay away from those type of guests, because I want to discuss fragrances with some people that know fragrances, so we can be the best at giving you the most appropriate description about fragrances, rather than have somebody that doesn't know anything just smell something and go, oh, that smells so good. Ah! I don't want to do that. Not at all. Not on this channel. This is a smart channel. I want to keep it as smart as possible. So enough time has passed since the previous channel went down, and on that channel I probably had about 500 to 600 videos. Now if you guys are interested in seeing those videos, they are old, definitely they are old, and as I said, I started that channel in 2012, so I will probably not even look the same. And I also had videos without my hat on, so are you guys interested in seeing the old videos? Because I was thinking of taking them out and kind of like uploading them back on the channel and airing them once in a while in black and white, so that they look kind of like they're older, like old films, if that makes sense. Since they are around, I have kept every single one of them. I'm kind of interested in doing it, but I also want to know if you all are interested in seeing the older videos. I mean, what I would probably do is put up reviews of things that are still available for purchase, but fragrances that I do not have in my collection, so I can't re-review that. And if I have a review of something that I've reviewed and it's still selling, then I will probably put it up and do it in black and white, as I said, so that it looks like it's an older film or something, and have you guys see it. But I just want to also warn you that my reviews from that channel and the older reviews were not as good as what I've done recently. So what I'm planning on doing is re-editing them and tightening them up, because there used to be time where I just left a lot of the gaps, and I tighten things up a lot nowadays. So I might tighten them up, but the reviews are probably not going to be as good as now, but they're good. I think the videos are good. It's just they're probably longer, so I'll tighten them up. But if you guys are interested in seeing the old videos and don't mind me uploading them every once in a blue moon, I'm happy to upload them, especially the ones, as I said, that are fragrances that are either very well known, or videos that I did of specific fragrances, or even like lists and things like that might be interesting to an individual like yourself to watch and catch up on older videos. So let me know, put a comment down about that as well. Many of you have wondered, why did the channel go down? So this is the technical part of the video that I wanted to discuss with you. So many of you have wondered why I was on another channel and the other channel doesn't exist anymore. Well, there's this brand and they're very notorious about people selling decants of their fragrances. So it was a couple of different reasons. What happened was that they gave me a counterfeiting strike on one of my videos because I was running some splits or selling decants of some of their fragrances. What happened was, I think they gave me not only a counterfeiting strike, but they also gave me copyright strike. So 3 of them, 3 different strikes, and then everything was history after that. So here's the thing, I've also learned, once that happened, I immediately got rid of everything related to this brand. I did not want to have anything to do with this brand, not whatsoever. They are pretty evil, and from all the stuff I've heard about them in news and things like that, I want nothing to do with this brand. I do not want to support them. I got rid of everything that I owned. And lastly, I was actually selling months later, months after the old channel, months later, I was selling some stuff on eBay. And guess what happened on eBay? I got a notification from eBay saying that you cannot sell these on eBay. I was selling some bottles without caps because I was given gifts with purchase at Saks, kind of giving you a lot of clues about the brand, but you probably figured out who the brand is. But I was selling stuff, and I got a notification on eBay saying that they had to remove my post because I was not able to use images of their logo, things like that. So eBay took down my sales, so I ended up selling that stuff on Facebook, and I was done with it. After that happened, I actually decided, okay, I need to talk to an attorney. I need to talk to a lawyer to find out what the f is the reason behind this shit. Why are they doing this crap? So I work with attorneys, and some of them understood some of this stuff, so I started talking, and we started figuring out there is a law that allows an individual to buy anything physically, to buy it, and you are able to sell it. Now, I don't know if this law is in all the states in this country, but it certainly is in California, and I can't remember the name of the law, unfortunately, so I'll have to put it in text. But this law allows me to sell anything that I buy physically, including fragrance. If I take the fragrance and split it into 10 and sell it, I am able to sell it because this law prevents me to, or allows me to do it. So those of you that are decanters, splitters, or whatever, and you are selling fragrances, decants of fragrances, and you have been notified by brands saying it's illegal, well, you might think it's illegal, and they may come off saying this stuff to you and making it sound like it's illegal, but in all honesty, there is a law that allows you to do this. Now, there might be some I don't know what the word is right now. There might be some I'm drawing a blank, but there might be some things that the brand that's accusing you of doing counterfeiting or illegal things, there might be some things that they might be able to get away with and then come after you. But in general, this law allows you to be able to sell anything you bought, including fragrances, because you're buying the fragrance and you're selling it from within the bottle. You're not altering the fragrance. Although they might say by you decanting the fragrance, and putting it in a bottle is altering their fragrance. Well, I don't know about that. But if you guys are decanters or splitters and you've ran into this situation, I highly recommend you check in with a lawyer and get it approved. I mean, like, checked, because my lawyer that I spoke to did say there is a law that allows you to buy anything and sell it, including a car, including fragrance. You buy a car and just strip it down to all different pieces and parts and sell all the parts. You're allowed to do it. Same with fragrance is what they said. So I think in the future I might figure out a way to find this attorney, not this attorney, because I don't think she's available any longer. I mean, I can access her, I can get her, but she's kind of dealing with some kind of medical issues currently, so she's unavailable. But I'm thinking I might get an attorney or some kind of a lawyer that might deal with these kind of things, intellectual property, copyright, and trademark and things like that, because the accusations against me have always been on eBay and on YouTube: trademark. You are violating the trademark. And I was not violating the trademark. I was not counterfeiting. I was specifically selling decants of a fragrance. So do some research, find out about it, and I will put the name down, and if I can find another attorney to discuss this, I will make a video about this particular thing, because these brands, and there are a couple of brands that are actually notorious about doing this. One of them is this brand, and another one is a French brand. The name starts with a C. I won't say their name on camera, but you probably know. It's a very well-known, hyped brand. They are notorious for sending cease and desist letters to people or individuals that are splitting fragrances. So I wanted to get that off my chest. And also, as I said, months after I spoke to the attorney, and I had already started this channel, and I said, what should I do? Should I fight this? Because I need to get my old videos. Luckily, I saved all my videos, but I wanted to get my channel back. But they said don't do it, and it was going to cost me about $2,500 to, get the lawyer to, do the things that they have to do to get my old get Man Loves Cologne back. But I let it go, and I thought, you know what, let's just leave it at that. I don't want to fight this brand. They are pretty evil, and I'll leave it at that. But I'll learn all about this. I'll learn all about this law, and if they come after you, if they come after me or anybody else, you can actually use this law. But here's one technicality. If you are on eBay and you're doing this, if you are on YouTube or any other social media or places where that you have their laws in addition to trademark laws and copyright laws and things like that, eBay, I had the attorney look, eBay does whatever the brand says. So if the brand says to eBay, they are stealing our trademark, they are violating our trademark, they're stealing my copyright, then eBay will immediately follow their, not rules, but they'll go along with them, and then they will remove whatever post or video or content that is accused of violating the trademark or copyright law, if that makes sense. I work in copyright and I work in music copyright, so I know a little bit about this stuff. But this law, if you guys are splitters, as I said, just definitely look into this law, because it does exist and it might be able to protect you when these brands, these big, notorious, very, very wealthy brands come after you, accusing you of counterfeiting their fragrances. Anyway, that's the gist of the video. Once again, I do not buy subscribers. Never have, never thought about it. Being friends with people that work for Google, YouTube, AdSense, things like that, I know you can get in a lot of trouble. You can actually lose your channel. So you can actually be removed from AdSense, so you can't monetize. And once you have that happen, you cannot monetize anything any further. You are blacklisted from AdSense. I don't want to risk that. I would never risk it. And plus, I don't feel right about buying subscribers. So I've never bought a subscriber, never will. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for being a subscriber of this channel. Thank you so much for sitting through the videos and watching and discovering new fragrances and new brands. Thank you so much for commenting, participating in giveaways. I've done so many giveaways. We've got some really expensive fragrances that we've given away, and a lot of you that are winning them are actually showing me photos of them and saying, wow, this is a great fragrance. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Things like that. So I really appreciate the support, and please keep coming back and watching videos, and we'll hopefully reach 100,000 subscribers sometime in the near future. You never know, anything is possible, but as I said, I don't buy subscribers. One last thing, guys, if you have anything that you want me to review, if you have any video ideas that you want me to shoot, please put a comment down. Let me know what they are. Let me know what you want to see on this channel, and I will definitely work on getting it done. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this very long video. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.